Hello, welcome back to the channel. So let's move on to the new concept, which is the volume calculation using definite integrals. So there is also one more important property about definite integrals. The same way as you were able to calculate the area between the curves, you can also calculate the volume of the solids using definite integrals. And we will use that concept in this video and in the upcoming videos to solve these type of questions when we have to calculate the volume of the solids formed by rotating a curve around the x-axis, around the y-axis, or around any arbitrary y or x point. So that is the concept that we'll learn in the upcoming videos, and the basic idea about the volume calculation using definite integrals is pretty much the same as you calculate the area between two or more curves. So again, in these type of questions, you first have to sketch the graph of these type of functions, and you remember in the case of area calculations, using definite integrals, we used vertical or horizontal strips. This time, in order to calculate the volumes of solids, will take an arbitrary aerial strip. So what I mean by the arbitrary aerial point is you'll take any arbitrary point in the region that you have to calculate the volume for, and based on your arbitrary point, you'll construct an area around that point, and you'll integrate that arbitrary area over the whole interval in order to calculate the volume in this case. I know this may seem intimidating, but we'll learn this process in this video and in the upcoming videos as well in order to reinforce the concept of volume calculation using definite integrals. And the basic idea about this is, which can also be compared to the area calculation using definite integrals. So you remember when calculating the area using definite integrals, we used to take vertical or horizontal strips and calculate some definite integrals like f of x dx, or maybe f of y dy, right? If it was easier for us to calculate the area using vertical strips, we use this formula. If it was easier to calculate the area using horizontal strips, we use this formula. And based on a similar concept, when you have to calculate the volume of the solids using definite integrals, you will use the integral of a dy or a dx, whatever you would feel comfortable using it based on the question requirements. So again, this is the area of the arbitrary aerial strip we were talking about in the first half of the video. Don't worry, we'll cover this concept in detail in this video and in the upcoming videos as well. So stay tuned for that. So now, based on all these concepts, based on all these new concepts, let's calculate the answer to this question. So in this question, you have to calculate the volume of the solid obtained by rotating around the x-axis, the region between the x-axis and the curve y equals root x e to the power x square for x equals 0 to x equals 3 in this case. So the basic question is that you'll sketch the graph of this function from x equals 0 to x equals 3, and then you'll rotate that curve, whatever curve will be formed. So what you'll do is you'll rotate your curve around the x-axis. For example, this is the x-axis and this is your curve. You'll rotate your curve around the x-axis, and whatever solid will be formed by rotating your curve around the x-axis, you'll have to calculate the volume for that solid formed. So the first thing about these type of questions is to always sketch the graph of these functions so that it's easier to visualize our aerial strips in this case. And remember, in these type of questions, visualization is the most important aspect of solving these type of questions, because if you can easily visualize the volume of the region formed, you will be able to take the aerial strips easily and then calculate the definite integral using this formula. So that is why in these type of questions you definitely need a lot of practice, because sometimes for some type of questions it's harder to visualize the volume of the region formed in some questions. So that is why we'll do a couple more examples in order to reinforce the concept, but I would highly suggest you to solve more and more problems based on this volume calculation, because this is an important concept and also a bit trickier one as well. So let's first draw the sketch of y equals root x e to the power x square for the interval x equals 0 to x equals 3. So if we'll sketch the graph of this function, this is our y equals root x e to the power x square. So this is an increasing graph. And now what we have to do is we have to take this curve. We have to take this curve. So for example, this is your x-axis and this is your curve. You have to rotate this curve around the x-axis. So this is your x-axis and you have to rotate this curve, completely rotate this curve around x-axis. So when you rotate this curve around x-axis, you'll see that you have a component like this over here, right? And you're rotating this. So this concept, when you're rotating your curve around the x-axis, if you will clearly visualize this, you'll notice that there are circles being formed over here, right? So this is a circle being formed, this is a circle being formed, this is a circle being formed, and there are circles being formed, right? And that is the concept you will use in order to calculate the volume using aerial strips. So now, when we rotated our curve around the x-axis, we noticed that circles were being formed over the whole interval, right? So what I meant by the aerial strip is, that is why you'll take an arbitrary point. For example, let's erase all this thing, all these circles. And now based on the concept which we discussed in the first half of the video, we have to take an aerial strip, right? And for the aerial strip, we have to choose any arbitrary point between the interval. So for example, we choose this red strip point and we have to take an aerial strip around that. And now since we notice in this case that the circles were being formed when we rotated our curve around the x-axis, so for the arbitrary aerial strip, we will consider a circle built on this arbitrary point in this case, right? So again, a quick overview. What we did in this question is we first sketched the graph of y equals root x e to the power x square. Then we knew that we had to rotate our curve around the x-axis, and when we rotated our curve around the x-axis, we noticed that when we rotated the curve, there were circles being formed, right? And we also noticed that if we had to calculate the volume of this region, that would basically be integrating the areas of all the circles being formed, taking the sum of all the circular areas, and hence finding the total volume of the region bounded by this curve. So that is why for the arbitrary aerial strip, we considered any point inside the region and took an arbitrary circular strip over here. So now since we took this circular strip as an arbitrary strip, we are basically taking the area of this circular strip over here and integrating the area of our arbitrary circular strip from x equals 0 to x equals 3, because if we'll keep on taking those circular areas formed from x equals 0 to x equals 3, we will hence calculate the volume of the region formed. Feel free to comment down in this video if you have still more doubts about this concept, and I'll be happy to answer your doubts in the comment section below. So that is why in this case, since this is a circle, we know that the area of the circle is basically pi times r square, right? Where r is the radius of a vertical strip. So in this case, if I have to calculate the radius of a vertical strip, it would be this one, right? And in order to calculate the radius in this case, it's pretty simple, right? It's basically based on the same concept as vertical strips, calculating the height of the vertical strips. So if we have to calculate the radius in this case, we will subtract the lower y value from the upper y value, right? And we know that the upper y value is based on this curve and the lower y value is basically y equals 0. So now if I have to calculate the radius in this case, my radius would be simply the upper y value, which is root x times e to the power x square, minus the lower y value is 0, right? So again, simplifying this expression, our radius is basically root x times e to the power x square, right? And in this case, since again we were taking the sum of the areas of a circular strips from x equals 0 to x equals 3, so the volume in this case, which we represent it as integral a dx, it would simply be pi r square, which is the area of our arbitrary aerial strip, multiplied with dx, and then integrated over the interval x equals 0 to x equals 3 in this case, right? Also, please comment down if you still have any doubts in this expression. So this is the expression that we have to calculate in order to find the volume of the region formed by rotating our curve around the x-axis from x equals 0 to x equals 3 in this case. And again, the radius is basically root x times e to the power x square. So our volume would be integral 0 to 3 pi times root x e to the power x square dx, right? And this would basically be, pi can be taken out, this would basically be integral 0 to 3 x times e to the power x square whole square times dx, right? Again, further simplifying it down, it would be pi times integral 0 to 3 x times e to the power 2x square, because e to the power x square is e to the power 2x square, and this would be dx. So when you'll solve this definite integral, you will be able to calculate, the final answer would be the volume of the region enclosed by rotating this curve around the x-axis from x equals 0 to x equals 3. So you'll basically calculate the volume of this region formed, right? And remember, this is a 3D region, right? So when you'll calculate the definite integral, in this case, you'll calculate the volume of that 3D region formed. So again, I'll leave the definite integral calculation to you. I would highly appreciate if you can comment down in this video the answer to this definite integral and the answer to the volume of the region. And again, if you want a hint in order to solve this definite integral can be easily solved using substitution. You can assume your u function to be 2x square, and based on your u function, your du would be 4x dx in this case. And again, by doing all those substitutions and also changing those endpoints based on your new function, you will be able to calculate the volume of the region formed. So that's it for this video. Feel free to comment down in this video if you have any more doubts. Follow the channel in order to get notified about the other videos that I'll be uploading. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.